This is the BLAX VXR alarm from Carp Spirit, a new alarm that we brought out fresh for 2022. But I've actually had the pleasure of using this alarm for the last 12 months and I've been thoroughly impressed. I'm going to run through some of the features that I personally really like about it, and I'm going to start off with the aesthetics and design. Now you see it's got a wider bottom and tapers up towards the top to give it that modern look and feel. And let's face it, if you're stuck behind motionless rods, then you're going to want to look at something that looks good. So moving on to the controls, we've got 3 buttons located on the alarm. Now the one on the left, that's your power button. You hold that down for 3 seconds, it will turn on your alarm, and repeat it to turn it off. Now it also doubles up as your volume control. And again, you've got 4 levels of volume for that. You just press it once and again, and you cycle through the different volumes. Now if we move across to the other side of the alarm, there's 2 more buttons, a T and an S. Now they stand for tone and sensitivity, and once more you've got 4 levels for both of them. So 4 levels of tone and 4 levels of sensitivity, depending on the situation that you're in. Tone, that's just a personal preference, whether you like a higher tone or a lower tone. But sensitivity, that depends on the fishing situation. If you're fishing up to snags, then you might want to have it set to the maximum sensitivity, which, let's just cycle through, let's get that on. So there we've got maximum sensitivity, and it's taking hardly any movement to give off any indication. Now let's say you're fishing on a tidal river or somewhere where you're getting a lot of weed pushing through, you're not going to want to have that alarm set as high. So you can easily just press the sensitivity button, gone down 2 levels there, and as you can see, there's a lot more room to play with. Now if we move up to the top of the alarm, there's an LED located at the top on the left hand side. Now that serves 2 purposes. Number 1, it's got a latching LED, so if you do get an indication in the night that's not resulted in a bite and you come out, you're going to know which rod that you've had the indication on by the latching LED. Now that latches for 20 seconds, so you've got time to get out and know which rod you've had the indication on. Now on the top of the alarm, we've got 2 little rubber inserts, and that just helps to really grip the rod if you're fishing with tighter clutches or get a savage bite. And once more, we've raised these top bits, so if you are fishing without snag ears, and you get a savage bite to the left or right, it's going to help to prevent that rod from getting dragged in. Now, as we move down, you've got some very discreet branding there, the BLAX and obviously the VXR, which is this brand of alarm. And then just above or between them, we've got a little speaker. Now, if you want to fish the alarms just on their own, then the volume will come out of that. But we do it with a receiver. Now, again, the aesthetics very, very similar to the alarm head and very, very modern. And it's not a massive receiver, so it fits absolutely brilliantly in your pocket and it doesn't take up all the space. And it's got a lovely lanyard as well. So if you're walking around, you can have that over your neck. You can even hang it up from the ribs inside your brolly or on your bivvy table. Now you can program in up to 4 alarm heads to this alarm. You do that by just identifying them on the LED. Now if we go back to the alarm, just a couple of other features to point out. On the bottom, there is a 2.5mm jack out, so if you did want to fish it in conjunction with swingers or an LED, then you can do that as well. And then you've also got a stainless steel screw thread as well, so you can screw that into any bank stick or buzz bar. So as I said, I've had the pleasure of using this for the last 12 months and I've been thoroughly impressed. And it's not a top end alarm, but for the money and the features you get, I would certainly recommend it. So this is the BLAX VXR alarm.